There are moments in history that don't just shock you, they haunt you. Not because they're unknown, but because they were almost erased. Entire events buried, voices silenced, truth rewritten. What if I told you that some of the most disturbing things ever done in the United States weren't done in secret? They were happening in plain sight, and people still looked away. You're stepping into the darkest corners of American history, where every story gets more disturbing than the last. And once you hear them, you won't forget them. Ask yourself one question: how much truth can you really handle? Because this is where history stops feeling like the past and starts feeling like a warning. It began on a quiet night in Tulsa, Oklahoma. A rumor, just a rumor, spread through the city like wildfire. Within hours, a mob gathered, angry, armed, and ready for violence. They moved toward Greenwood, a thriving black community known as Black Wall Street. What followed was not just chaos, it was destruction. Homes burned to the ground, businesses reduced to ash, families ran as gunshots echoed through the streets. Some reports even claim airplanes were used to drop fire from above. By morning, hundreds were dead, thousands were left homeless, and an entire community was wiped out. But what makes this even more disturbing is that for decades, this event was barely mentioned, as if it never happened. Now imagine this: you're living your normal life, and without your knowledge, you become part of an experiment. During the Cold War, a secret program began. Its goal, mind control. It was called MK Ultra, run by the CIA. They tested powerful drugs like LSD on ordinary people without consent. Some were prisoners, some were patients. Others didn't even know they were being tested. Minds were manipulated. Reality was distorted, and some people never fully recovered. When the truth started to surface, most of the evidence was destroyed, leaving behind only fragments of something far more terrifying. Long before modern America, there was a journey, a forced journey. Thousands of Native Americans, they were removed from their land, not by choice, but by law. Men, women, children, forced to walk for miles in brutal conditions, cold, hunger, disease. Step by step, they kept moving until they couldn't anymore. More than 4,000 lives were lost, not in war, not in battle, but during a forced relocation. Their homes taken, their future was stolen, their pain echoing through history. In 1971, an experiment began, simple in design, but terrifying in outcome. College students were given roles. Some became prisoners, others became guards. It was supposed to last 2 weeks. It lasted 6 days because something changed fast. The guards became abusive. The prisoners broke down. Some cried. Some begged to leave. Some lost touch with reality. It wasn't just an experiment anymore. It was proof that under the right conditions, anyone can become cruel. In the early 1900s, a glowing substance was discovered: radium. It was called a miracle. Young women were hired to paint watch dials with it. They were told it was safe, even fun. Some painted their nails, their teeth, watching themselves glow in the dark. But slowly, things changed. Teeth began to fall out. Jaws started to decay. Bones weakened. From the inside, the same glow that made them beautiful was silently killing them. And the companies responsible? They denied everything. These are not just stories. They are real people, real suffering. Moments in history that were hidden, ignored, or rewritten. Because sometimes the truth is more terrifying than fiction. And the most disturbing part of all, these events didn't happen in some distant world. They happened here, in the history we thought we knew, which makes you wonder, what else? Is it still hidden?